heroes that don't really need much to come online. This is where See You Soon can shine when they're using that draft and their identity combined.
And their early game aggression is just something even YRG feared, right? Now the question is, do you want that Julian? Kind of vulnerable in the early game, but yes, once he gets going, he does have a lot of damage in his kit. And See You Soon right here, ignoring that Julian, just literally telling you YRG, I'm not afraid of Julian, I've unlocked it already for you.
That's a complete repeat of Game 2's draft, right? Both teams just banning out heroes that they did in Game 2. And I think this is a reminiscent of how, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Well, I jinxed that line. I jinxed that line in yesterday's games for NIP Flash. But now coming back to this game, you do Red Giants, they are executing that Moskov for a second time in a row. But this time, something that's different is they pick up the Idif.
And I think it solves a lot of problems. First of all, you have a roamer that does damage, and you have someone that can be flexed for Cram. We've established that in Game 1, but at the same time, solid crowd control, right? If the Nolan ever goes on to See You Soon, you have a more solid solution to it, more concrete solution, which is going to be the Edith. So I like the adjustments from YRG. Assassins are up on the table. Nolan still goes over to See You Soon. Julian left up in the air if YRG wishes to go for it.
Yep, now that, you know, See You Soon has already reviewed their winning card, alright? Right now, the Nolan, the Roger, in top of that, the Vexana has already selected. You're the Red Giants. Basically, this is what See You Soon wants to do. They know exactly what they want to do. I'm looking at more CCs coming out from you, the Red Giant. You gotta have to slow down that Nolan. You gotta have to slow down that Roger. If not, he's gonna just run you down.
Hayabusa? Is it a time to consider a Hayabusa pick for YRG?
I think it's the Hayabusa of the Julian. Because if we go into the second phase without these two heroes getting picked up, it's definitely going to be banned out by See You Soon. You've already got the Fanny out of the picture. And the reason for the Fanny ban is also that she's able to escape all these early aggressions coming out from SYS draft. So it's very consistent to their identity, right? Banning away heroes that can jam that strategy. And I think for you, the Red Giants, the Julian still works well. And yes, maybe it wasn't the best in Game 2, but I felt like it's the execution. But hey, Husky, you called it out. The Hayabusa does get picked up.
A lot more mobility, right? Backline access, something that at YRG has been lacking a little bit. Works a lot better when you have this draft that can essentially get that marksman to the back if there's an opening. Yep,
the iframes definitely for the side of Hayabusa is beneficial, right? You don't allow that Nolan to just land down the damage. You assassinate the assassin. That's how you can counter the other assassins as well. By the way, you can also make a lot of good outplays, right? Especially with the shadows just jumping around, and also the iframes to basically dodge almost every single thing coming out from See You Soon.
I want to see something a little bit more aggressive from See You Soon. I know they've really been very aggressive. I want to see more passion,
see more aggression,
more energy. Yes, Hilda is one of the heroes that I wanted to mention because it brings back to what actually did really, really well against them when they were playing up against Fnatic Onyx, right? A hero that can just walk into the jungle, or rather Falcon's AP Ren, right? Ogwen was playing the Hilda and he just walked into the jungle, invaded, and just shut their link down. And this is what Hilda brings to the table. So hopefully, I would love to see it because it will bring full circle, right? They experienced it in their first game, and now to bring up against Yudu Red Giants, the best team in the world currently, I think it would be a very nice story to tell.
And you look at the ban sequence of YRG, it's the same 4 bans from Game 2. The Harry still left up on the table. That was something that you pointed out could be a big headache for the Moskov to deal with. Versus See You Soon, same bans as Game 2 as well, right? We removed the Aurora, no counter, no tempo breaker shenanigans for YRG.
You just don't want to use the Aurora. They just don't want to meet the Aurora, especially when they're all about these dives, the Roger and the Nolan, right? But now we're looking at the ban from the side of YRG. What are they going to look for to take away?
But the key difference is they don't have to ban the Harif this time around, right? You look at the draft recap from Game 2, they banned out the Harif, but because the Nolan is picked up here, it's definitely going to be a Roger in the goal lane. So don't have to really worry about the Harif, but I think this time around it's about banning the frontliners. Heroes that can set those fights up, and Arlot being one of them, YRG decided to take it out.
A lot of respect over this, what Sorry I'm Felix can do, right? This man is basically a property agent, right? He will procure as much space for See You Soon, you the Red Giants. Nodding a little bit of respect over to him.
Yeah, I like the X-Borg ban. I was either considering either the X-Borg or the Barrage, but it feels like the export being taken out, just give yourselves a lot more room.
This could be a setup for the Lapu Lapu coming in.
Yeah.
You know, against the Lapu Lapu, Xbox does really good in mitigating the wave clear that he brings to the table. On top of it all, there's also other options. For example, like the. Sorry, I just had a bit of brain fart, but I was talking about
Paquito.
yes, Benedetta, Paquito. These are the heroes that are really good.
Okay.
But YRG, they actually pick up the crew for us, so I think they're denying away from See You Soon.
Yeah, it reveals that, okay, this is going to be an Edith XP, right? If you want to run the barrage, we can do the repeat of game 2 where I have to wave clear. I'm going to deny your effectiveness to join fights early, but at the same time, Nolan, Roger, you like to dash. We have bouncing ball from Kufra.
Yeah, remember what I want to mention about? It was actually Barat. So one
Ah,
of the heroes. Yeah, I was actually going to mention the
go.
Barat, right? Because you ban away the Xbox. Barat is kind of that hero that you don't want to play in the Xbox. So with the Xbox being taken away, you got an Edith. That is where these two heroes shine: the Minotaur and the Barats.
So much CC's already packed for the side of See You Soon. We talk about the Barats. Daytona's welcome into a Minotaur, Minuan's Fury, Vexana's Eternal Guard as well. This is a very scary lineup that YRG needs to face. With help with the Kufra, hopefully they could engage and hold down the line just a little bit.
I'm thinking Valentina for Stormy. Yves? I mean, I have Yves kind of in my mind right now.
Honestly, Lilia doesn't look bad. You come back to this game, you have a Minotaur. There's also a Barat that you have to be worried about. I feel like Lilia brings what they need to shred these two heroes down.
You know what I'm thinking as well? Of Fovia's mid lane as
It's
well.
very possible. Loi is also open. So that is also one of the heroes that you can prevent Siusun from grouping up together in a team fight.
What? That's an
Is Yves,
Eve.
baby? Woo! It's Yves. Haven't seen her in such a long time, but again, right? Same properties as the Lilia and the Loi. You have big tanky front lines. Yves can stay. If you don't really have much of a backline diver, Yves, real manipulation, you always feel safe after you get glowing one, the Ice Queen's one.
I'm just worried, bro. Like, the Eve goes into real-world manipulation and Nolan could just find her in the backline because as long as you're immobile, it's a lot of pressure on Yums to make sure that they push that Nolan away from Eve.
Yeah, my only concern for this Eve is you're up against a Minotaur and the Barats where, you know, if they're the first ones to start the fight and they catch the Eve out, then Udo Red Giants lose a lot of this control that they're looking at this fight. But it's Udo Red Giants, so similar to what we saw in Game 2, I think for SYS it's about hunting this Eve down, taking her out before the fight begins. Whereas for Udo Red Giants, it's about righting the wrongs, getting these Hayabusa online and scaling him into the late game.
Seems like the idea for Stormy is the same, right? I have Lilia in the previous game, I have Yves this game, get her items, get her late, get her online. We'll see if she can bend the world and ride a tide of destiny for YRG. Game 3 coming up. Jace, Aries, take it away.
Thank you very much, Husky. Land of Dawn, here we go, game number 3. Once what I just said, See You Soon, a corner animal is the most dangerous. Same could be said over the Udo Red Giants this time, taking a little bit of a back foot, especially in game number 2.
Yeah, this time around, as See You Soon that's on the opposite end of receiving the aggression from Udo Red Giants. Very different to what we usually see when opponents have got against See You Soon, because it's actually the former that puts on the pressure. They want this early game advantage that they are always looking for. We spoke about the identity, but Stormy.
Massive damage coming out from Concussive Blast as well. Flick a little bit slow right there. Will not be able to find Stormy for now. Ra also dangling around. Saki's coming over, jumping over the wall, but no cookie. Both these two teams try to play aggressive, but they know so much at stake on the line right here.
See you soon. They are a team that don't want to go up against, even when they're cornered. We spoke about it time and time again. They can bite back. They did in game 2. Can they do it in game 3? I think so. Right? I think both teams have their own good qualities, their own play style. YRG definitely the favorites coming in, but See You Soon. I think if they can make this Nolan work in game 2, they definitely can do so in game 3.
Yums, that's going to be a pounce right here. Flick looking for the backline. Stormy right save. Shadow kill will be committed onto Ra. Shuriken will be there to do the trick, but Flick is just waiting for him right there at the shadow, returning that kill. Revenge is sweet for See You Soon.
I would definitely want to be in See Soon's spot here. Yes, you do lose Rush, you won't have that level 4, but you pick up the Hayabusa, which means the first turtle, by all metrics, should go immediately to See You Soon.
Yep, no contest for now unless Stormy would do something. No level 4 though, both these two mid-roamers as well. Cram is the one with level 4, but the damage poured onto Yums a little bit too much. Cram goes in with the onward and the Earth Shatter goes into human form as well. No damage, sticks onto See You Soon.
Yeah, good call by YRG to back off. Yes, they do get Burrows down to half HP, but you saw the other members of CUSU just waiting. If YRG had overcommitted there, I think Cram would have just got bursted down.
Now looking at the map state right here, Stormy not up to par in terms of the level as well. Same could be said over to Yumes. They need that level 4 quickly before they could do anything else. CUSU, on the other hand, the XP lead is definitely in their favor.
Yeah, I think the pressure is onto this If. Yes, he has a ton of crowd control with the real-world manipulation, but once again, it boils down to that wave clear. Vexana is still the hero to beat, right? It's still hard to out-rotate in terms of wave clearing. So see you soon. They're capitalizing on this. Look at that. Raha drops 2 skills, clears the waves, immediately rotates and looks for the fight. And I think this is where YRG have not found an answer to this Vexana just yet.
Yep, we're talking about the pacing right here. Sorry, I'm Felix swallows to try to outlive the Saki's damage, but unfortunately will go down in the bottom lane. But hold on a second. See you soon. Looking up top instead, looking for the trade. Innocent taking a lot of punishment right here. Yum charging all the way out. Innocent already going down, but will take down Boxy before going down to Flick. And it's not only just that. Stormy tries to join the fight. Real world manipulation will be committed. Run, has to run for it. Tickling down. Not enough damage to secure that kill.
And it comes back to the rotation. Imagine if Vexana was a slightly slower paced mage. That wouldn't have been possible because Red Giants. Whoa, that just came out of nowhere.
Yes.
They found Hayabusa at the right spot. See you soon on a roll.
Yeah, that's basically see you soon walking into the supermarket, grab something off the shelf and making a run for it without checking out.
This is so uncharacteristic of Sakai's because usually, you know, they just got off a kill up top lane, they would naturally rotate into mid because turtles already spawning. But for Hayabusa to be there, right, just when you know they're rotating mid and get caught up there, this isn't looking really good for YRG. Yeah, it's just a pickoff, but this could mean a second turtle.
Speaking about pickoff, sorry, I'm Felix using the Daytona's welcome to try to hold it down. That's one ultimate from the side of See You Soon, already committed. Yumes just holding on to it. That's basically like a loaded gun that Red Giants pointing at See You Soon, ready to fire.
Yeah, an interesting pickup actually coming up from the Nolan, where he actually opted to go for the Hunter Strikes first. So he's actually looking to rotate faster, which comes back to how CUSU wants to play this game. They want to constantly rotate to side lanes, find pickoffs, and they might just find one.
Nice Earth Shatter as well. Yumes follow it up. The real world manipulation catching everybody off guard. Minoverk also committed, but Spirit of Destruction will Innocent take it. He dazed. That's going to be Flick getting stunned up. Eternal Guard will be landed, and the jungler from See You Soon is gone.
Innocent, what a play there, on point to find Flick. And Red Giants, once again, they find something out of nowhere. Just when we were talking about how they were making these individual mistakes, you know, getting caught out by See You Soon, they come back in. And this is why they are such a tough team to go up against. Even when you're playing from behind, they can find those pockets of space.
Yeah, the mental fortitude is just solid, right? Red Giants, you thought that they already beaten down because of that game number 2. And not only just that, they don't have the best of the early games. But now it is Red Giants commandeering back into the driver's seat.
And it started with this, right? Flick just coming at the right time, and Sakai's, I think he felt a little bit too greedy there to try to go in for a full health Vexana.
Greed is good, but not for this time. Real world manipulation by Stormy trying to hold it down. Sorry, I'm Felix getting slowed down, and he's also got Molskov picking up that kill. The rest of the Shuriken from the side of Seconds picking up the triple kill, and now also the mid lane will get a little bit threatened. Ra trying to land down Eternal Guard, but to no avail. Red Giants a crack open mid.
Yeah, See You Soon, boy. That was really, really risky. And I think for Red Giants, I gotta give credit to Innocent here. He's always finding those Spear of Destructions to enter the fight when it mattered the most. Just when they needed that extra punch to win those team fights, the Moskov comes in, cleans up, gives his space, the space needed for Red Giants to sweep these fights up. And I think for See You Soon, I feel really, really bad for them because they've been doing such a good job at controlling the early game. But Red Giants, like I said, they just find these comebacks and equalize that lead.
Yeah, Innocent, man. Those Spears of Destruction has come in really clutch, taking down, you know, the likes of Flick, the likes of Sorry, I'm Felix as well. Now, Red Giants definitely in driver's seat. 4.6k, 4.7k gold lead in counting. First tier turrets of ECU soon completely dismantled. Red Giants definitely in a better spot.
Red Giants now starting to ramp up. Look at the level leaderboards. You know, Hayabusa, despite going down a couple of times in the early game, now a level higher than Flick on this Nolan, which was definitely one we expect. But hey, the knockup.
Real world manipulation, Boxy will be able to land onto the knockout, but it doesn't really care. The Spear of Destruction already committed. Innocent takes it, and sorry, I'm Felix getting shredded down by the Shadow Kill as well. Yum's charging up, will not continue on, but they take down Boxy, and they take some damage, and see you soon. And now has to just back off.
Yeah, this Kufra and Idif feels like what we saw coming up from See You Soon in Game 2, constantly in the front line, finding those pickoffs, and then now, instead of having a Vexana, they actually have a Eve that's, you know, you don't really have to worry too much about getting caught out, which was my fear for Yudu Red Giants. But I think, you know, obviously, the fact that you have Yums as well as Cram right in front of you, you must feel comfortable to be Stormy at this point. You know you're well protected. They're the ones that are going to initiate for you. All you have to do is just to follow up with that real-world manipulation, and you have that advantage in team fights.
Yeah, the mid trio, definitely, right? It's just so good. As long as the Eve goes into real-world manipulation before the knockups happen, technically speaking, it doesn't deactivate. Yes, she gets stunned up just a little bit more, but at least you know she is safe with the additional shields.
And so far, I think there has been a recurring theme for Yudu Red Giants in Game 1, actually Game 1 to 3, and I believe that man's name is called Cram. Because he has been phenomenal, regardless of whether it's on Baraz or on Edith. Feels like a highlight machine, bot lane counter engage that we saw the counter flicker Earth Shatter onto 3-man for a counter engage. I mean, so many things you can point out, but Cram is a brick wall.
Yeah, well, it's usually the Minotaur that creates the highlight clips with his Minion's Fury, but Cram is just replicating those highlights, but with an Idif, with the Earth Shatter. And this shows the precision at the point of times when he enters into those fights.
Idif is the range is really short, and it gets a little bit awkward. So for Cram to find all these small little angles, small little opportunities that allows you the Red Giants to come back into the game, that's massive right now. But hold on a second, we're seeing a little bit of charge from the side of Yums. Not gonna pull that. You the Red Giants still pushing up against See You Soon. See You Soon losing ground.
Look at the goal lead, right? 8 minutes in, a 6.2k goal lead for Yudu Red Giants, and it could possibly get worse as the lot starts to spawn. You're starting to see Innocent push the advantage because of the fact that he's constantly in these pickoffs, in these early fights. He's been able to be there at the right place at the right time. He's not like this Moskov that needs to be out of the picture for the first 15 minutes of the game and come in. He's already online. Look at the items that he's already gotten. He's gotten the Holy Tree, the Corrosive Scythe, the Demon Hunter Sword, and the Golden Staff. So he's already ready he's already packing a punch.
He's already packing, bro. If you not see what happened at the top side turret, where basically the Moskov is just trying to take down the turret, run is just collateral. Just piercing through is a little bit too much, and now speaking about Pierce, Sakai's going in. It's going to be Yums that will engage first. Eternal Guard being baited away. Look at them. You the Red Giants taking so much massive ultimates away from See You Soon.
Now that was cheeky. That was really, really cheeky by Yums there. He pulled out the Eternal Guard, but hey, no harm, no foul for both sides. Lot spawning in under a minute, or rather under half a minute.
Oh, they're doing it again. Once again, Yums at the right spot. This time round, they will be able to get it. Run now, gets taken down. Boxy following suit. Cram knocking out, sorry, I'm Felix as well. Innocent leading the minions, the pack of minions down the bottom lane. You the Red Giants. That massive bait turns out to be a massive mentality machine.
Yeah, this was the perfect setup for the Lord take. Now, with both Boxy and Run out of the picture, I would expect no contest from See You Soon, and this allows Yudu Red Giants to get more map control in the way. You know, with Lord spawning down on probably the top or the bottom lane, they will be able to focus on that outer turret. So this is perfect coming out from Yudu Red Giants.
I'm just surprised that Yudu Red Giants did the same thing twice. See You Soon should have seen it coming, but they still fell for that one though.
Well, I can't blame them, right? You would think that after one failed attempt, they probably would settle for Lord, but hey, you're talking about the best team in the world at this point, and it's so deceptive, right? It's so scary, and this is why you don't want to play on the back foot, because every single time you walk out of your auto turrets, there's a possible gank along the way. You know, you could just, without running into a brush, you might just get caught out, and this is the value of the Kufra, right? You have this long-range initiation that not many tanks have, because usually, you know, if you compare to like the Tigros, you compare to the Minotaurs, they need a flicker to initiate, but because of the Kufra, they don't need to risk it.
So Kais goes into the shadow, kill as well, will be able to tag quite a bit, a chunk of damage as well. Sorry, I'm Felix will go down. Boxy down a little bit low, gets caught in the real world manipulation and Run also gets caught as well. Sikke's throwing the shuriken at the same time. Innocent jumps to the back line. Sikke's finds a little bit too much, but Innocent doesn't really care. Spear of Destruction will be able to complete that kill as well. 3 members on the side of CU Soon already down. Mid bot lane already cracked open. Red Giants take full advantage of the Lord.
And we've run out for 20 more seconds. Lot pushing up at top. Minions coming in the middle of it.
This could be it.
Red Giants might just look to end the game. Lord still at half HP.
Yep, the Lord's cleaving right here, dealing all damage onto the core. Right now, CU2 is scrambling for defense right here. Cram jumping into the back line at the same time, but Sekis takes down Boxy like it's nothing, and Innocent goes in to finish the killing blow. CU2 gets taken down, but it is YRG keeping their record on.
Whew, whew. Tough game by CU Once again, the early game aggression, trying to get that lead, but